Hello and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Pen. It's been another hot day, it's a hot evening and I'm preparing tomorrow's dinner. Excuse me, and it's going to be chicken kebabs. So I have here some skinless, boneless chicken thighs and I've just taken some of the fat off of them. Not all of it, just some. Then I'm going to need the ingredients to make the marinade, hence making it tonight, ready for dinner tomorrow. We'll need some natural yogurt, and I'm going to use probably about 3 dessert spoons of natural yogurt. We'll need some garlic puree, garlic paste, and that's going to be a teaspoon of garlic paste. We're also going to have a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of cumin, and then it's half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of chili flakes, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a teaspoon of salt. So all very, very easy. So let's get this moved, let's get you moved, and we'll see where we are and what we're doing. And if my hair starts blowing, don't worry, I've got a little fan up there. May not have the oven on or the air fryer's on, but it's still blooming hot in my little kitchen. My little Dunstable kitchen. Right then, so let's start with our natural yogurt, and this is Greek style yogurt, and I absolutely adore this stuff. And even when I have it with fruit, fresh fruit or frozen, and muesli, for breakfast, it does not spike my sugars, so it's really good. So that's my natural yogurt in. Now we're going in with the teaspoon, oops, that's probably a bit more actually, so I won't use all of it, of salt, a teaspoon of smoked, really going to emphasise that, I nearly had a red t-shirt then, didn't I? Smoked paprika, a teaspoon. That's going to give a lovely colour, isn't it? A teaspoon of oregano. That's just giving us a Greek flavour with the oregano, isn't it? A teaspoon of cumin. Teaspoon of our garlic, oops, there we go, right, put that there, and then it's a half teaspoon of turmeric and our chili flakes. So but for this, I will actually use my measuring spoons. That's a half teaspoon. I mean, the turmeric is purely a colour. There's a slight flavour of turmeric, but doesn't matter what you do, it'll always colour your fingers. And we don't want it overboard on the chilli, do we? Now these things you can always add, but you can't take away. So half a teaspoon of chili flakes. Right, and all we're going to do now is mix that all together so that the whole of the paste has got everything in the paste, I mean the yogurt, has got all of those flavours. Oh, that smells absolutely delightful all the way through it. And because I don't know if you can see, I actually managed to dump quite a lot just on the spoon there because I'm an idiot. I'm going to take it off and make sure it's mixed through thoroughly. Right, So you can see the yoghurt is now a lovely red colour. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to dump the chicken in now. And I'm going to use my other hand because I've got some burns on that one, so I don't want to get anything that is likely or possibly could set it off, because I keep catching it anyway and it blooming well hurts. It'll teach me to be more careful, won't it? Right, and we're just going to get that in there, make sure it's nicely coated. Then what you might do is cover and pop in the fridge overnight. If you can't do it overnight, a couple of hours, an hour minimum, it will still make a difference, but the longer the better. So wash my hands. Obviously I've been touching raw meat, raw chicken in particular. Ouch, and that is darned hot. Right, that's just so you can see it's soapy water. Was hot. Okay, and what I'm going to do, because possibly the same for many of you, fridge space is at a premium, so I'm going to pop it into a Ziploc bag. And yes, I've just cleaned my hands, but I have touched other things, so I'm just going to pick them up and dump them in as elegantly as I can. Turn the top of the bag down so that I don't get it all over the seal. That's the theory of it anyway. And get all of this in. I'm going to get a spatula and on my hands, and this is all going to be washed, so hey ho. Right. I'm not a TV chef, I can't afford to be wasting ingredients. So we'll get all of that out of there and into the bag. And when it's in the bag, I can, dropping it everywhere, I can really smoosh it about. So, right, in the bag, move that, wash my hand again. Try it again. And I'm going to seal this because it's a zippy locky bag. Pull that up. Get rid of the air. And seal. Airtight. Perfect. And then I can really smush so that I know that all my chicken is getting covered in that wonderful marinade. That's going to go into the fridge until tomorrow. Now, I don't know if you can see, I'm just smooshing all the marinade down there. So that goes in the fridge. I'll be back tomorrow for the cook, and as you know, it will be an air fryer cook, so see you soon. Right then, it's the next day. I have my Ninja flexi drawer. Just got one drawer on. I've got it preheating at 180 air fry. Okay, I have taken the chicken out of the fridge, and now I'm going to what am I going to do? Put it onto the skewers. Ready. So let's move you down. Right then, it's the next day. I have my Ninja flexi drawer. Just got one drawer on. I've got it preheating at 180 air fry. Okay, I have taken the chicken out of the fridge, and now I'm going to, what am I going to do? Put it onto the skewers, ready. So let's move you down. Right, there you go. There's my skewers. They're sitting in a little bit of water because I don't want these skewers actually burning. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my chicken pieces and I'm going to put them onto 2 skewers, and I've got 5 chicken thighs here that you know have been have been marinating in the mix of yogurt and spices overnight, and I'm just going to pop them onto the skewers. The smell is great, so I'm thinking, well, if they taste anywhere near like they smell, then I think we're going to be in for an alright tea. Right, I've got 2 skewers already, and I think I will use the third and just go through the middle of them all. Okay, right, lovely dirty hands. So let's take this glove off and move this out of the way. Yes, I've got yogurt everywhere, so I'll have to put a cleaner on there. Right, here we go. Let's open and let's get these chicken kebabs into the air fryer. Now, oh, can you hear that sizzle? Lovely, that's what I wanted. Now, what was I going to say? I had to cut down the skewers. They were quite long, so I measured and I cut down so that they would all fit into there. Now, I've set it, it's going to cook for about 35 minutes, but I will check the temperature, and I want the temperature to reach 75°C. So we shall come back when I check the temp. I'm going to turn them over so they'll get nice crispy gnarly bits. We're going to be serving them on these kebab wraps. I've done some pickled red onions, some homemade tzatziki, which you will see, and also I'm going to do my usual chip shop red cabbage. So we'll see you in a bit. Right, it's up to temperature. I have taken it out. It is there, and I think it's looking rather nice. We've got some gnarly bits on there. We've also got our salad ready, and that is just cucumber, lettuce, sliced tomatoes. We have our kebab style, shop style red cabbage. We have our pickled red onions. We have our homemade tzatziki. I do have a recipe for that on the page. Can't remember if I've done a video for it. I'll have to check. Then we have some chilli sauce for Steve. I'll probably use some too. Some of these are definitely just for Steve. And then I've got some pomegranate seeds just to put over the chicken when I have carved it. I've got this oven on because it's going to just reheat my, well, not reheat, it's going to heat my wraps. So I'm going to carve, actually I'll start to carve it just so you can have a little idea of what it looks like. Let's bring you down again. And we'll come in a bit closer. Right, so let's just, I mean it is still resting, so let's just go down there like that. Oh, I don't know if you heard that, but there was a bit of a crack with that one, which was lovely. So I know that's a really nice gnarly piece, don't I? There you go. Look at that. Right, I'm going to get on with this and we'll be back. Right then, just a quick montage of everything. The wraps have now heated, so let's put one of those on each plate. And we'll get our fillings in and I shall show you it all when it's done. Steve has his, so it's my turn. And I want lots. Do you know what I'm going to do first? Is I'm going to put some tzatziki in. And tzatziki is natural yogurt, or Greek yogurt in this case, grated cucumber, which I have obviously wrung out in a tea towel so that it's not just water. A little bit of salt and some fresh mint. Okay, so we'll go with that. We'll pop some lettuce, some cucumbers, and then we'll try and wrap this lot up. That'll be fun, won't it? We'll have, now we'll go in with our chicken. Steve said, oh, it's a funny colour. Yeah, well, that's because of the turmeric that's in it. But it's the taste that matters, obviously. And look at that, all those gnarly bits. Right. Oops, see, look, it's falling out already. Not doing very well, am I? Okay. Now I'll have some of the kebab shop style red cabbage. And you can see I've got an apron on now, which I didn't have on at the beginning of the video. That's because when I was smashing out the pomegranate seeds, they do tend to get a little bit everywhere. Although today, because I remembered and put a bib, well, I might as well call it a bib, put a bib on, it didn't happen. So, go figure. Right. I don't like sliced tomato, so there'll be no sliced tomato for me. Just a bit more of the tzatziki on top. And now I'm not going to roll, I'm going to fold. Well, a sort of a roll. And let's get a nice cross section. A few more pomegranate seeds. And there you are. What do we think that looks like? So I'm going to have to do a taste test, so I'll need to move you again. Then, okay, let's take a bite. I know it's going to go all down me. So, do you know what? Cheat. Let's have some of this. Oh, that's good. Right, now. That's really good. Let's take a bite. Excuse me. It's not elegant, but I never said I was. That is soup. Honestly, superb. The tzatziki just gives you that cool refreshingness. I haven't got through to any onion yet, but I'm sure they'll be good. Right, that's it. Chicken kebab in your air fryer. So, any comments, write them down below. Don't forget to give us a like and a share. And always remember to, I hope that you've subscribed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon in the kitchen with Pen. Bye bye for now.